What's going on, guys? It's your boy Arjen back again for another Outerplane video, and for today it's time for some combat tips because some of you might be stuck in a stage and you don't know how to tackle the stage. Maybe these tips can help you clear those stages. So my number one tip for you in clearing stages during before entering combat is to have a proper team building. Proper team building is somewhat a different type of topic, but you should know how to properly team build. Like, for example, you don't want to be putting a lot of tanks in your team and no healer or something like that, or just putting a lot of glass cannon DPS and without healer or without some type of bruiser or a tank, then your team will get wiped out. And also, try to take advantage of the elements of the enemy. As you can see here, the elements of the enemy that I'm currently facing here in this stage are fire. And I have grass units in my team. So the enemy will deal more damage to my characters here because they have the type element advantage over my units. And also, since I have that element type disadvantage, I will deal less damage to the enemy. So knowing the element of the enemies before entering the stage is a really huge advantage for you, since you can plan ahead which units to put in your team. But sadly, since we are only at the beginning of the game is very fresh. We are only at 2 days since launch. We don't have that much characters race, right? We only have probably 4 characters race. So in this one, I'm kinda stuck in this stage. This is stage 6-11, the final boss stage in the chapter 6. So I'm kinda stuck here, but I think I might get through it once I've awakened my characters. And also, that is one of the tips that I can give you. Try to raise your character's ascension or awaken skills. More importantly, raise your character skills because upgrading their skills will give you some form of upgrade to their existing skills. And let me tell you guys the mechanics in this game. This game has the break system mechanic. So what is this break system mechanic? Once the enemy enters the break status, you can deal more damage to them because they are in the broken state. But how can you break the enemy? How can you make the enemy into a fall into a break status? As you can see here in the enemy HP bar here, under the HP bar, you have the WG. This is the weakness gauge. So once this one falls to 0, then the enemy will then enter the break status or the break state. Where after that one, you have 4 turns to deal massive damage to the enemy. And how do you reduce the weakness gauge? By using skills to the enemy. So as you can see here, my Alice, the skill 1, as you can see, weakness gauge reduction 2. So when I use this one on the enemy, this weakness gauge will be deducted by 2. So it will now become 7. So let us try. Let us see. There you go. As you can see, it was deducted by 2. And then some skills have more than 2. It's not here in the normal skill, but when you use your this one, the chain link, your team link attack skill, as you can see, they will deduct 4 weakness gauge to the enemy. So 1 character equals 4 weakness gauge minus to the enemy. So all in all of your characters, once you activated the chain link combo, you will deduct 16 weakness gauge to the bar. So if you are fighting a boss, it's better to save the chain link in the boss, and also it's better to use this one if you can already have enough, if you already broken the weakness gauge of the boss, so that after you unleash your chain link combo, you will be able to unleash your ultimate skill on the boss. And also, before breaking the boss, save your ultimate skill during that time, because usually your ultimate skills are really good, especially for example this one. This one has defense reduction, and if the enemy are in a broken state, it is very easy to land debuffs on them. That is why I suggest if you once you broken the enemy, then you can unleash your defense break, bleed DOT debuff, something like that. Also, before you are gonna fight the boss, there will be some mob stages like this one, like powder stages. Do not use your skill 2 or skill 3 during this one. Only try to use your normal attack skill and try to gain some chain link points here. And as you can see here, if you have the same element of the hero, the points you gain every turn is kinda different, because depending on the element of the character in your team. As you can see, I have 2 grass element on my team, so during their turn, I gain 5 CP on this one. The more CP you gain every turn, the better, because that way it is way faster to unlock this one, and you will be able to deal massive damage to the enemy while also breaking the weakness gauge of the boss. So there we go. Also, try to bring a healer as much as you can. Eva is a really good healer, even though I think in the early stages of the game you really don't need the healer, but in late stages of the game you really need the healer. I've already experienced that. Maybe after chapter 4 up to chapter 6 you need a healer during those stages, so that you will be able to 3-star the stages. Because 3-starring the stages gives you more rewards, right? So yeah, I think that's it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you could help me grow my channel more. And thank you to everyone who are supporting my channel. I appreciate every one of you. Until next time, peace.